Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with the Odious Soul. This video is going to be about
the zone of death.
Yeah, sounds crazy, right? Well, a recent comment on one of my other videos by Stephanie 30acre made me realize that there was different laws that pertain to the Montana and Idaho parts of Yellowstone National Park. So I thought I would look into this further to see exactly how this could affect the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt in the event that Forrest did place the chest in one of these zones. But what I found out really didn't help me for the chase. What it did help with was if you broke any kind of laws. And let's see how it might pertain. But the big thing is you can literally get away with murder in the Idaho section of Yellowstone National Park. How is this possible? Well, let me explain. Let's say me and my fiance, we decided to travel in this part of the park. Let's say that I really got on his nerves, as women tend to do to men a lot. Let's say he decided to kill me. Boom, I'm dead. So now let's say he just goes right to the authorities and admits to it. He's grief-stricken. He just realized what he did. Oh, my poor Shannon is dead. I killed her. So what would happen is because Yellowstone is part of a district of Wyoming, okay, thanks to federal law, he would be taken and prosecuted in Wyoming. Well, then what Steve could do is he could enact his Sixth Amendment right, which basically states that he can get a jury of his peers from the state and the district that the crime was committed in. Now, he's currently in Wyoming because Wyoming has precedent over Yellowstone National Park. So they would have to take him then back to Idaho because that's what the amendment says. And the problem is when he then goes back to Idaho, they'd have to pull a jury from the state and the district that he committed the crime in. Well, nobody lives in that little tiny box on the Idaho Yellowstone corner. So basically, they couldn't do it. And technically, if he has really good lawyers, he could go scot-free for killing me. But only if it's done in that small little section. Now, Montana part of Yellowstone is kind of iffy. There are some people that live in Yellowstone National Park in the Montana area. So that one's a little bit more iffy. They might be able to pull enough people together to actually form a jury of your peers in the state of Montana that also reside in the district of Wyoming. So, but this definitely brings up a good loophole. So how could this help if you found the chest in Yellowstone National Park in the Montana or Idaho states? Well, we obviously know that the chest is not in Idaho. So the easy state to get away with it in is just nil and void, and we don't have to worry about that. But what about Montana? Well, there was a gentleman who actually shot an elk back in 2005, and he actually brought up this loophole in his court case. Unfortunately, the state did not really do much. They kind of didn't accept his conclusion and kind of, handled it very inappropriately. And he ended up just, pleading out. He pled guilty, and part of his plea deal was to never bring up this part of the statute again. So because if somebody does do this, if somebody actually has a really good lawyer and is able to prove that there is death zones in Yellowstone National Park, then a precedent would be stated. And then, of course, court cases are dependent upon previous precedents. So there really isn't much of a precedent set here. You're going to need a lawyer who's very good at constitutional law in the event that you decide to do something illegal and you want to, enact your Sixth Amendment right to a jury trial. So, with that being said, how does this affect the Fenn treasure? Well, I guess technically, if you did find it in Yellowstone National Park and you decided to remove it, there could be issues there because legally speaking, if you find property in Yellowstone National Park, you're supposed to turn it in to the park ranger. If you don't do that, technically that's a federal crime. So maybe if they do find out that you found it in Yellowstone National Park, you could invoke your Sixth Amendment right to a jury trial to be heard for that case. Possible. So not really sure how it's really going to help you find the treasure, but it might help you with some legal issues in the event that you do find the treasure. But if you really want to get rid of somebody, I guess you want to drag them to the Idaho part of Yellowstone National Park. That would be my recommendation. But if you are just a tourist who's traveling and you're not so sure the people you're traveling with, I would stay out of the Idaho section of Yellowstone National Park, just in case. So anyway, quick video. Again, thanks for watching. Please hit thumbs up if you like it, and please leave comments on your thoughts about this and how this could help you in the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. If you want to go research, go ahead. If you have any more information pertaining to this law, or if you found any more current court cases since the 2007 court case about the guy who shot an elk, please let me know. This is definitely something that we all need to consider, I guess, for our own lives. Thank you as always. Take care, and